What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, the Lazy Canadian, and as promised, I am here with a banger of how I was starting to be sued on Discord. The story isn't clickbait. This actually genuinely happened, and I'll just be reading a bit of the DMs that conspired against this user on the Discord. It stemmed from the subreddit for r/Dragon Ball Legends, and then carried over to the Discord. But without further ado, let's get straight into the story. So on our subreddit, we have a set of rules, and one user posted, I think it was a top 10k post, and violated the rules. He's getting flamed for it on the sub, so we took down the post primarily because it broke the rule, but also because he was getting absolutely destroyed in the comments. And we let him know, because he came to mod mail, and the mod who deleted it was dealing with backlash from him, calling him a child, all this, insults. And he said, "Listen, man, I was just trying to help you out. You looked like you're getting, attacked. I just didn't want you to feel targeted." And he took it really personally that we were pitying him and all of this. And I stepped in there saying, "Listen, like, that's not the case. You just got to calm down. It's like one post. You're not banned or anything. There's no bad blood here. Like, just settle down. It's a Reddit server, okay? You're acting like a Karen." That took place in the subreddit's mod mail, and that was kind of the end of the story for a little bit until another mod reached out to me saying, "Hey, this guy's in the Reddit section of the Discord, and he's doing like this call to action thing where he uses this big text of paragraphs saying how, us mods were just, run like overrun with power. We were demeaning everybody, and we had to be stopped." So I just sent him a DM saying, let's talk about it civilly one-on-one. If you have any issues, let's address them here. So before I actually go into the meat and bones of the DMs, I did copy our entire DM and put it, in a Google Doc so it wouldn't be lost, because he did end up blocking me and I just couldn't find the DMs afterwards. So I was smart ahead of time. I copied everything down. I'll be showcasing some of what he said and what I said, but it is from Google Docs, not the actual DM, and the names used for him was just, I don't even know what it was. That was just his name. Prior to this, though, the DMs, he was banned on the subreddit for, I think, 3 days or one day, something really small, because, he was just being a dick. So that's all the lore you need to know before we hop right into this, so let's go. So I sent him a message saying, let's talk about some DMs, because he did threaten us with legal action on the Discord public message. And I just said, "Yeah, what's on your mind?" And this is what he said in response. He said, "Well, I feel I shouldn't have been banned, even for a day, from the sub, let alone 3 days from moderators, which I should be able to rely on to solve issues, not be blocked out by them and called a fool. I never said anything toxic, dot dot dot. If someone else did, then they should have the problem with the mod, not me. It's a matter of professionalism, and doing things the correct way on their end. I haven't said anything offensive in my post, or to the moderator, so why am I getting the short end of the stick?" And just to backtrack a little bit, the moderator called him a fool because he threatened us with legal action, which I feel was totally justified. But my response to that was basically that, okay, so I understand, and from the conversation, it seems like the guy cooled off. I'm willing to mark it up to a bad day. However, there were a few things I need to clarify. I had 3 points. What the moderator in question did to your post was justified. He did so because your post broke the rule and people are coming after you. So he did this to protect you. He had no ill intent. 2. You may feel like being called a fool was out of left field, and while I am not calling you a fool, you did threaten legal action over a post removal. Oh, I guess I guess there's only 2 points. That's embarrassing. But anyways, I said, in my mind, it seems like both you and the mod you dealt with just needed to blow off some steam. Would that be a fair assessment? Now, I said this because, I didn't really want to deal with this guy. He seemed, I don't know, like, just really annoying because it's a fucking Reddit post. Why are you threatening legal action over this? I thought that would be, a shut case. And Mr. Kadash told me to go fuck myself, and that was not the case. He just, said that the legal action isn't against him specifically, it would be against all of us, and that the policy that, the mod said he violated was low effort and not toxicity. So, that needs to be straightened out first, because if we're, deleting it for low effort, but we're also saying he was getting roasted and shit on in the comments by toxic users, we want to protect him from that case. God forbid. Uh, and then he got banned, obviously, because he was being a clown in the DMs. And then he also went on to add that legal action isn't against him specifically, but my right as a human being controlled by... Actually, I did the voice. My right as a human being controlled by someone else for reasons that were stated incorrectly. You could probably see where legal action would fall into this case. I was banned for a day from the sub, and why mute me from moderators? You're here to help us. Why mute me? Because he didn't want to hear me out. Now again, a little bit of lore from the subreddit side. We can mute users in ModMail, which is like a direct messaging board to the moderators if they're just being toxic or annoying or, we've said what we needed to say and they're just not listening. If we mute them, they can't message us. We can't see their messages, and we can mute them for, it's kind of like a mini ban from messaging us like 3 days a week, stuff like that. So this guy basically claimed that we took away his human rights by deleting a Dragon Ball Legends Reddit thread, and how we're like, I don't know, he treats it like we're running camps on the subreddit. We're not. So I respond to this message by stating that we aren't violating his rights at all. This is an online post on a subreddit that we are in charge of. And I've taken a law class in high school, not like again, high school law class, Law 30. I am not a lawyer, no knowledge on being a lawyer. Don't take any of this as, word of law. This is just from what I've understood of the very basic understandings. But, I said I've taken law class. This breaches none of the laws. The closest law this could be comparable to is freedom of thought or freedom of speech in America, which is where I assume he's from, because all they do is threaten to sue people there. And even then, any lawyer would throw the case away. Your post in question was one meant to stir the pot, for my opinion. It is a post I've deleted in the past and fully support deleting now. Bans on users who did nothing wrong do happen. Not a majority of the bans are wrongful, but it isn't out of the question. He muted you because you weren't speaking rationally. I suggested he mute you, to be frank. We are here to help users, yes, but we're also here to help the community. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. So I basically just dismantled his entire argument just to make sure he knew that he could not sue us. And you guys might be thinking this guy is like a 12-year-old. He claimed to be about 25, and he was like, I don't know, he texted kind of weird, but truthfully, I would say this is just an adult who is a spoiled brat who, I don't know, doesn't get anything. I don't even know what to say. It's mind-boggling reading this back as how stupid this is. But anyway, after I sent that huge paragraph, he responded, "So, what are we going to do about this then?" And I just simply responded saying, well, it seems like you're banned for a day, you can still view the sub but not post. After your ban is done, this will all be forgotten about, so no bad vibes, just a fresh start. And then, before ending it off, I just want to make sure, before we finish, did I answer all your questions, or do you have any other concerns? And this man said, well, that's not the outcome expected, but I guess I'll just have to take the next step. No need to discuss this anymore. It will be brought up soon enough. Now, at this point of the DMs, I was legitimately dying of laughter. I told him that it honestly won't be brought up soon enough, and I cannot stress this enough, that you have no legal grounds to sue us. And I said that if you want to waste his time, feel free, who might I judge? And he responded, mocking me, saying, no legal grounds. Well, I hope the moderator gets his story straight. It has been recorded. And that's around the time I actually recorded the DMs as well. I'm like, what, fuck you. If you're gonna lawyer up, I'll have my story straight as well. And then I want to clarify with him that he was in fact an adult, and he responded saying, exactly, and adults can seek an attorney. I don't know why I said attorney like that. Being a human in general is about keeping your rights. Again, I don't understand. We did nothing. We did not demean this. Like, he's acting like we're running a camp, and I just said, okay, have fun, but just real quick. What law? Show me what law we've broken, please. And this was his response. First off, this was not a low-effort policy broken. Facts need to be straight. You guys can't even get that correct. And, that's exactly what I thought, that we didn't break any laws. So I just said, listen, man, there's no proof. Nice try. And then hit him with Marshall Erickson, lawyered. But yeah, that is the story of how I was threatened to be sued on Discord. It is sadly true. It happened back in September, I believe, and that was probably the funniest moderating story I've ever had on either the subreddit or the Discord. It's been a couple of months. It's now February. I still haven't heard back from the man, unless he, I don't know, served me and I just didn't open an email. That would be unfortunate. But yeah, that is the story of how your boy got threatened to be sued on Discord. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably be doing a Legends video sometime soon. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. And if you guys do like the kind of commentary videos, I have a couple other stories I could tell, even just from my regular life, about... And one off the top of my head is how some guy stole and pissed in my pants. It'll shock you what happens. But anyway, yeah, enough babbling. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Peace.